welcome back to the Orlando Adventures podcast. I'm your host, Russ, and today we've got two very, very special guests, two people I've wanted to have on here for a long time. And when I say a long time, I mean a long time. So honestly, I'm so excited to have with me today, we've got James and Ben from Life of James and Ben. Welcome to the podcast.
Hey up, love.
Hello.
So good to have you both on. Genuinely, we're just saying this before we kind of like came on air. I'm honestly, I've been buzzing to have you both on. So thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. It's so exciting. So this is our first ever podcast. So
Yeah,
we're gonna try and keep it PG.
yeah, cool. If not, the power of editing, like
Yes,
I'll
true.
still sort it. We're good. It's not an issue. It's fine. I'm as bad as anyone. So luckily I edit it. So
That's
so
good, that's
I have to keep myself in line a little bit. But who are James and Ben? What is Life with James and Ben?
Well, I'd say we were trying to be like mainly like Orlando content, Disney content, but it's like a bit of like holidays and travel and just bits in between. Like we've just done Gay Pride in Manchester, so that's in there as well. It's like documenting us lives and we're not taking things too seriously.
Yeah, we always said it's like it'd be nice when one of us dies eventually.
Yeah.
And like nice memories to look back on. Like
It's a bit of a morbid way to look at it, but I see your point.
yeah, it's quite nice sometimes like when nothing's on, we'll watch a previous video from a holiday and be like, oh, that was nice.
It is good though, because we're like, God, we forgot about that on this holiday. If we'd not filmed it, I would have no memory of it whatsoever.
Oh, that's such a great thing there. And that, like, as much as anything, I know obviously I spoke to a lot of people, and that's why they do it.
Yeah.
So that you've got the memories and you can go back to it and you can, like, your friends can watch it and your families and whatnot. And just, I think, like you said, being able to just go back and go, you know what, let's watch one of our videos from a couple of years ago.
Absolutely, yeah.
And relive a trip. And like, I think that's absolutely spot on.
Nice.
So how long have you been kind of doing like your vlogs and your Instagram page?
About just over a year and 2 months.
Nice.
The actual vlogging side, about a year and 2 months, but like the Instagram page, that's been going like years. But it's been all sorts. It's been holidays. It's been like Christmas, Halloween. It's been like decorations. Because I first started it on my own. I was doing some like beauty product reviewing. It's been everything.
You name it, it's there.
Yeah,
Christmas crafting,
Yeah.
Halloween crafting, all those kind of things, wasn't it?
things about health and fitness. And then like this is the one that's really like stuck, where it's like me and you are traveling that we really like enjoy the most.
Yeah, nice. And like you say, it's good to share it, and but also fun to make the content at the same time as well.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Are you enjoying kind of making the vlogs?
yeah, we love it.
Well, I love it because I just get to be in it, and James does all the editing. Like I have no
Nice.
idea, I have no concept of how that works or anything. So, like, I just enjoy like making guest appearances and making a stupid comment here and there. But it's mainly like you're the behind the scenes person, like, aren't you?
But I am such a lazy editor. Like, there's not much editing. I think you'll see like I film it, and it gets put onto iMovie, whatever I'm using. And it's up. I don't really edit much. Just I'm like, if it's in, it's in. I'm like, we're not really minding his P's and Q's. We don't promote things to kids. It's just adults. And if you find it, you find it. And if you like it, good.
Yeah, that's true.
We don't offend too many people, but it's
No, but like genuinely, and I say this to a lot of people, but I say this to people because I mean it. But like your content's brilliant, like because you both come across so genuine. And honestly, I sit there and watch your videos and I just laugh. I laugh away, but I'm laughing like with you at things like you're finding funny.
Oh, you can laugh with this at us. We don't mind either way, as long as it's was an entertainment.
And you entertain, and that's genuinely it's one of the main things that drew me to your channel, because you like just both naturally are like clearly like big personalities, but you're funny, but at the same time you're informative with your information as well. So honestly,
we were saying,
I love it.
We were saying yesterday, like we don't ever want to be too informative, or if we
Yeah.
are, it's not sort of like pre-planned or
Mm.
anything. We're just very
Yeah.
much like, oh, by the way, this was
We
good,
did
or,
this.
oh,
Yeah.
we'd recommend mobile ordering mainly because we got annoyed it took us 20 minutes to queue up, that kind of thing. So it's like inadvertent,
Yeah,
informative,
which is great.
planning.
Though. Yeah,
There's no like structure to anything. There's no like, we'll mention this isn't that. We're like, oh right, we've done this, or do you know what I mean? We're just very like, as it happens.
yeah. On the fly, pick up the camera, record whatever you're doing, move on.
What,
I love
what
that.
you see is what you get, pretty much. But then there's nothing, if there's people listening that do plan things and everything, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just not our style.
Yeah, we can't. We can't be bothered.
Can't be bothered, yeah. Not really.
Yeah, fair enough. I like that. Fair enough. Did you have like kind of inspiration from kind of other like content creators to kind of pick the camera up and do it?
Kind of. Like, we used to watch, nothing to do with Orlando. We used to follow and subscribe and watch someone's videos. I won't mention his name, but he's very popular. And I remember watching one of his videos once, and all he was doing was reading the Radio Times magazine
For Christmas.
and we were both like, what? I went, if he's making content like this that's popular, I'm sure we can do something like
This
this.
is
I'm
true.
sure we can. And we have. And I'm not going to blow me on trumpet, but I think going around Orlando is a bit more interesting than reading Radio Times. So.
I honestly cannot agree more. But at the same time, if you decide you're going to go and do reading the Radio Times as your content, I'm here for it.
There's an audience for everything.
There is.
But I think like we used to watch a lot of like lifestyle thing, like you know, people going to like B&M and Home Bargains and we like a lot of like hauls and things, and we were like, oh we could do that, and then we got more into. It was when we were planning Disney trips. Yeah, we were like, oh, let's see what's out there, and then that's how we've kind of then turned it into that. I'd say. Yeah,
that's true.
So yeah.
Nice. I suppose kind of getting into Orlando then. What when did you first go to Orlando together then?
2017 it was.
Yeah, it was.
And then it was the second time is just gone is March.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
So it was March this year was the recent trip. Yeah. Where did you stay?
I had to think about that earlier. Where did we stay? It was Coronado Springs. So we stayed on site, didn't we?
Yes.
So yeah, and loved it. Like really great resort. Like really heard like a lot of things about it, like it's too big and all this, but I don't know. We didn't find it too big. It's a nice, like, because it's a moderate resort. Yeah. Had everything we needed. The only moderate resort with a gym. So James loved it. I did not participate in the gym.
Although I'm like, oh yeah, there's going to be a gym. I'm so excited. I went twice. I was just knackered. I was like, I've got 30,000 steps a day and then get a gym. I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah, I've been there. I've done it. I think we've had a conversation about this at one point. I remember like having a Cheesecake Factory and going, you know what? I'm getting my gym session in and going in there, and I couldn't breathe. I was like, you know, when you're so full, you just can't breathe out anymore.
You try and be healthy and all, especially in Orlando holiday. Oh, I'll try and be healthy, and it doesn't happen.
Yeah. Honestly, within a day, like it's gone. Like you're like the moment you get in those parks and you see those kind of those Mickey shaped snacks and stuff, you're like, I've got to have it. I'm on holiday. Like,
anything that's Mickey shaped needs to be eaten. Like, no matter what it is, like it just has to be eaten. So
yeah, definitely.
Oh, I love that. And with regards to your trip in March, was there any kind of activities that you did outside of the parks at all, or were you kind of based on resort? What did you get up to?
Well, we went to Kennedy Space Center. Just because I'd been like when I was like 14, 15 and you'd never been. No. So we were like, oh, we'll do that because we hired a car this time as well, which we haven't done before. So it was like first time driving in America and that. And it was nice because it just gave us a bit more freedom. And I think like one of my favorite things was just going to Target. Like,
I love it.
Like you can literally buy everything and anything. Some of the like adjacencies of the products, you're just like, okay, so you can buy like a 10-foot machete next to like, I don't know, the cereal aisle, like random stuff like that. It was like, what is this place?
I would say going like to places like Walmart is like one of the amusements because it's just crazy. It's massive. And you're like, there's just like a huge aisle, just about every Oreo you could ever buy.
That's true.
Well, like,
Yeah.
oh my God, it's so overstimulating, but at the same time, amazing.
Yeah.
Like,
That's just it. But the problem is we got to go and buy it.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, there might be 40 different types of Oreos, but I'm walking out there with 5 of them. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Absolutely. They've got to
Yeah.
all be tried, haven't they?
And I was very sad. I was like, oh, I need to go to protein aisle. And I bought every kind of like protein bar you could think of. I'm like, oh, I'm trying to be healthy and bought so many back. And I'm like, so
Yeah.
many banned ingredients. Like, I'll have them. I'll try them all. I'll have them all.
Yeah, love that. I feel you because I've done exactly the same.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely, I've been like, I'm going to buy protein powder. I don't want to come off. I don't want to come off it. But I don't want to come off it while I'm on holiday and have like one scoop. And I'm like, what am I doing? Like,
Yeah.
I'm on holiday.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
I think like we also went to like places like Denny's, IHOP, just for like
Yeah.
a bit, as much as like a Mickey waffle is a pretty staple on a holiday for us. But like, let's try some of them. And like the food was really good at, was it IHOP? I can't remember which one. Both very similar. But it was-
Yeah, both similar.
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
yeah,
It's like classic, aren't they? Yeah,
Denny's for
absolutely.
me just pips it a little bit.
yeah.
yeah,
I don't know why, but I think the ingredients are better.
yeah. Nice. Any other activities kind of in and around Orlando as well as Kennedy Space Center?
We like a Potter at our age, so we went to Celebration.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
Stunning.
Have you
Oh,
been, Russ? Have you been?
Yeah,
to-
I've been quite a few times. I love it. Genuinely. Honestly, I thought I was the only person who knew about it. And then I kind of like got involved in this community and it turns out that everyone goes.
It's- honestly, we were like driving around first. Oh my God, we need to live here. We need to live here. Oh
Yeah.
my God, it's amazing. Then we're like, oh, we can live there. Then and neighbours will be them. And right, we'll have a walk around. We're looking at the properties. We were proper getting into it. We'd already moved there after like 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, it's like it's our new thing. Oh, when we move to Celebration,
Yeah.
we will do this. Or like when we were at the gym earlier, we're like, oh, do you think the gym in Celebration will be like this? And it's literally it is our new thing we're gonna do.
We're
Like,
manifesting.
yeah, manifest it happening.
Manifesting it.
It's going to happen. It's on the cards.
Oh, it needs
Love that. Yeah. It's a fabulous place, isn't it? Like, obviously it was made to be like an idyllic town. I mean,
Yeah.
that was the whole point, was it? And
Yeah.
I might be wrong on this. Wasn't it made or created by Walt Disney?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
amazing.
I don't know if they own it anymore. I think they sold it. Or sold
Yeah, I
parts of
don't
it.
think it's owned anymore. But yeah, definitely created, wasn't it?
Yeah, but when we walked around, it's very got like Hollywood studio vibes for me. I don't know
Yeah.
if you think that where
Yeah.
the cinema is, it's very Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
stunning.
Oh. Just fabulous, isn't it? Like the lake and just been able to
Yeah.
just have a little walk around, have a little mooch. It looks lovely. Yeah, I'm
People
all
on the
for
front
it.
porches with dog, just relax.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, here we go.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. Honestly, one of the best things you can do outside the parks.
Oh.
Definitely.
And when we go next year, we're going around Christmas time, so we want to go around when it's all decorated because I've only seen videos, but it looks stunning.
Yeah.
Lights and everything.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be amazing. So your next trip is your next trip this year, or is next trip?
What's nearly in 20
2024. To
Can't
think about it.
it.
I feel like we've planned so many so far in ahead. Of like, which year are we going where?
Well,
So-
we've got 2 next year. We've got in the first time we've done it, we're going to Disneyland in California. in
Amazing.
March, for my 40th, and then for your birthday in November, we're going back to Walt Disney World at Christmas time.
Yeah. Fantastic. Well, that's going to be very exciting to do 2 different Disney trips in the same year.
Oh,
Yeah.
can't wait. Like it
Yeah.
came up on TikTok before, something like the average person goes to Disney 3.7 times in their life, and we're like, well, we've pretty much done that nearly in the space of 18 months. So I was like, the TikTok was like, at least I'm above average of something. I was like, well, we very much are now. So yeah,
Oh, that's amazing.
This is like, right, yeah, we've got another one planned as well. You just,
oh yeah,
as soon as you've been once, you're like, let's just go every year.
Yeah. And it's so nice to kind of have that in the pipeline.
Yeah.
Having it booked for me is half of it. Just that build up of going, you know what, this year, 6 months time, we're going.
Yeah.
And like just
100%.
kind of having that goal in the background and just kind of like watching content, find out
Yeah.
about new stuff. Love it.
Yeah, sometimes I'll say to James, I'll be like, can we just have a little holiday countdown? And be like, oh, it's 100 days to this. And I think it's 430 or something till November. But still, it's like, oh, soon it'll be under the 400s, and then it's under the 300s, and then it's there.
Yeah.
I know there's that. I don't know if it's stigma, but people are like, oh, I can't believe you're going there again. But I think for us, it's like, we like going back to somewhere where you're guaranteed an amazing time.
Yeah.
Because you only get so many weeks off a year to go on holiday. Why not go back to somewhere where it's absolutely like perfect every time you go back?
Yeah, nailed on, guaranteed. You're going to have the best time. And as I always say, you'll have a different experience every time you go.
Yeah,
so like I think there's this perception with people who potentially haven't been that you just go on the same holiday.
Yeah,
as we all know, like it's never been the case. Exactly. I don't think you could recreate a holiday if you tried. I literally don't think you could do it.
No, and I think like the last time we went, 2017 to when we went in March this year. I mean, there's new rides, there's new restaurants, there's new places. There's always something different, or always something that you didn't get a chance to try the first time round. So even if it's not something brand new to the parks or anywhere, it's something new that we've not eaten yet, or you know,
exactly.
Not gonna lie, off it. The joy of the holidays eating, and we just could not get round all the food in Orlando. It's just you can't do it in 2 weeks.
No, you give it a good go by all means.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but I know what you mean. You certainly like, you know, you can have a list, like a bucket list of things you want to go and do, and you just end up doing like half of it.
Yeah,
because there is just so much, and the moment you start talking to people, you get even more recommendations, and just never ending. Yeah. Which is brilliant. It just means you keep getting back. So
exactly. It just keeps going back. Another excuse, isn't it?
Yeah, indeed. I suppose with your California trip, that's like super exciting to go somewhere completely different as well.
Yeah.
Have you got any kind of like, I suppose, rides and attractions you're most looking forward to going there?
I am looking forward to doing the Spider-Man ride, you know, with the web shooters.
Yeah.
The reviews don't seem that good, but I really love Spider-Man. I really want to like it.
Yeah.
So I'm trying not to get put off by it. And Mickey, I know I've done it in Walt Disney World, but Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, I just can't wait to go on that one.
And I just I'm super excited to see like San Francisco and Baymax. So I've got a lot of tattoos that people have probably seen on like our YouTube, but I've got a Baymax tattoo. So
wicked.
I've got that like proper Disney moment in my head of being like, oh look, it's Baymax in real life, and oh, I've got a tattoo of you, and him being really excited about it, and I've got the moment in my head already. So that's the one for me that I'm like, right, we need to see him somewhere. So
100%. Yeah. Have you been?
I haven't. No, it's on the cards.
Yeah.
I don't know when. Hopefully next year, but I haven't been. I mean, obviously, like I love the look of all of the kind of Avengers campus stuff.
Oh
right up my street. But I mean, just to experience kind of the similar rides somewhere else. I think it's quite an exciting prospect because apparently a lot of them are a little bit different, and especially people say like Pirates of the Caribbean's a bit different. Obviously you've got things like the Tower of Terror is a Guardians of the Galaxy version of. So I like the fact that it's kind of it'll feel the same but not quite.
Very much. That'd be good.
Certainly something to compare, and it'll be, you know, inevitably exciting. So
and you'll be able to watch our vlogs on it, Russ. There you go. Like
you beat me to it. I was just about to say it. So
seamless plug there. Like
plug for you there.
I'll be there watching it. Don't you worry about that. I'll be all over it. I suppose we're going from your kind of your previous trips and your coming trips. I've got a bit of a fun feature of the podcast called Keep Update or Close.
Okay.
I might have been a little bit mean. I'm going to be honest with you. The options that I gave you were not the nicest. I have gone with a kind of like Orlando theme opposed to just Disney. So I gave you Jurassic Park River Adventure, Big Thunder Mountain, and Spaceship Earth. They're all very different for a start. But I think I've been a little harsh.
Well, you say that, however, I don't know like to admit this. I've never been on Spaceship Earth.
Not to be fair.
So I was like that one can get in the bin. That can be gone. Knock it down tomorrow. I'm not bothered with it.
I agree though, because it's the one with Judi Dench narrating it, where you go around. I'm like, right, it's not that good, really. It's more of a like, let's chill out for a little bit ride.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Not missed out then.
No.
No. Okay.
So
No.
that's gone. That's
gone. Yeah.
demolished.
Yeah.
Demolished now.
Demolished, gone, sold in the bin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Judah.
Yeah. And then what have we got? Thunder. Yeah. Thunder.
Thunder Mountain, and then the Jurassic Park ride.
I like both of them.
I think update the Jurassic Park ride with better animatronics,
Yeah.
and Big Thunder Mountain, just keep it as is.
As is.
We
Yeah.
loved that when we went this
Yeah.
time. Well, I think
Yeah.
we went on it like 2 or 3 times, and
Mm.
I don't remember enjoying it as much. I remember thinking the first time I went, oh, it's just a bit of a train, but oh, loved it, especially at night as well.
Yeah.
Like we went like just when people were queuing up to watch the fireworks and stuff, so the queue was like 10 minutes or so.
Mm.
Oh, it was brilliant.
I think
I love that.
one of the reasons, and people are going to think, God, you sound so old. A lot of the kind of rides that were like that, a lot of them literally brought you back. When we got some of these rides, you're like, oh my God, me back.
Yeah,
That one was fine.
that's true.
There's a big difference between when we're in 2017 and this year.
In our bodies.
In his bodies, that we're like, no, gentle rides, please. We can't,
Yeah.
our body can't cope with this.
Yeah, that's true.
We're doing-
Yeah, no, I get you. To be fair, it can be quite a rough ride, and like that, I know what you mean. That type of
Mm.
like ride vehicle, and it's quite whippy at times.
Yeah,
So it certainly flings you around a bit. But yeah, it's certainly a smoother version of that style of ride, which I suppose is good. But yeah, I know what you mean with regards to like going on rides that potentially aren't just going to like batter you.
Yeah.
So-
Nobody tells you that though in these videos, these vlogs. We went on to the new Guardians of the Galaxy ride. Literally, we came off. I'm like, oh my God. I thought I was going to drop dead. I'm like, I can't feel my legs. Like, this isn't normal. It's not normal. But why is nobody telling us this?
Yeah,
You don't need to know about wait times or queues and all this. Just tell me if I can feel my legs after a ride.
yeah. Can I walk off of it? Like,
Yeah, yeah, and do I look presentable coming off of it as well? Not like being dragged through a hedge backwards. Yeah,
yeah. To
Well-
be fair, there's the one ride that I think so many people get that is Forbidden Journey. When you
Yeah.
walk, I don't know if you remember it, when you kind of get off Forbidden Journey, you walk onto that kind of moving walkway,
yeah,
and it's
yeah.
a bit of a like, it's a bit of a dismount.
yeah,
to get onto that.
yeah, 100%.
You're a bit disorientated. You just kind of see everybody wobble off it, and
We're all going through it together.
Yeah,
yeah. Oh, fantastic! So you would update the Jurassic Park River Adventure, new animatronics.
Yeah.
yeah.
I
I
suppose.
don't know if you heard about it, but there's like a touring Jurassic World exhibition going around the world. And we went on it in Manchester a few weeks ago, and the animatronics were amazing.
Really good. Yeah,
There's a T-Rex that literally chases you. And it's like, there were better animatronics there than in the park. And it's like, they could just easily
Yeah.
but they could update them.
Right,
just
but
easily
sure.
do it. Yeah,
Yeah,
just easily update
Yeah,
them.
just update them. Get a new
I know what you mean though. Like for there to be like an
I mean-
expo kind of moving around, for them to
Yeah.
be able to have that kind of stuff, surely you can have it in one of
Yeah,
the biggest
you would
theme parks in the
think so.
world. Like
Yeah.
by all means. I suppose the other thing is you've got I'm trying to think, you've got the Universal Park in California,
Yes,
which has got the Jurassic World kind of overlay on that ride.
yeah,
Would you update it to that, or would you keep it as Jurassic Park?
I probably would update it to that.
yeah.
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 We'll tell you when we've been in
Yeah.
March.
Yeah,
We'll,
there you go.
we'll update you. We'll be like, yeah, keep it, change it to that one, or just make it something completely different.
Oh, we'll be like,
Yeah.
just don't bother.
Yeah,
Just go to the one in Florida and just kind of like just ignore some of the animatronics at times.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, love it. Oh, fantastic. That's some good shouts on the options I gave you. I know I thought it was a bit me, but to be fair, if Spaceship Earth is just a straight bin,
Yeah.
then
It's just a
it's certainly
choice
made life
to
a beast.
yeah,
I would
Yeah.
never go back on it.
no.
If there was 5 minutes and I walked past it, I'm like, oh yeah, we'll go on this.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be like, right, 5 o'clock, we're going. Come on, we're off.
It's certainly not a must ride.
No.
Like we've got to do this.
No.
Yeah, indeed. I suppose one of those. If you want to get out of the sun for a bit and go and sit on the slow thing for a quarter of an hour, then
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
Carousel of Progress. We've never been on that, and it's like I've got no intentions to go on it. It looks terrible.
Yeah,
You know, some people like, oh my God, Carousel of Progress. Oh, I could never let that go. It's terrible. People listening, screaming like, "What's he on about?" What
I
is?
don't know.
Oh, it's awful.
Yeah, that's it though. Like, there's like I love finding out people's opinions on rides, because ultimately
Yeah,
we all perceive rides to be different. Like,
Yeah.
obviously I go on about Doctor Doom's Fearful, and the amount of people listening probably think,
Oh.
what is this guy on about? Like,
You always mention that.
but that's one of mine, Russ, that I wouldn't, I that kind of the simplicity of it, just like that, and that you sort of, you can kind of see where you are. That ride petrifies me. I
Yeah.
would, it's my one in Universal. James's is the Hulk. He's like, not going on the Hulk.
Oh God.
And mine
no.
is the Doctor Doom ride. I'm like, no,
yeah,
not going on it. Like, no
yeah,
chance.
fair enough.
So I'd be like Doctor Doom. I'd be like, oh, I'd go on it.
Yeah,
Don't bother me.
not for me.
Although I've never been on it because no one will go on it with me. So I'm like,
Yeah.
so I'll probably come off it and be like, never again.
Yeah.
Never
Next trip, single rider. Go on,
Yeah,
do it
right.
for me.
Oh, I can do
Yeah,
that.
there you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
There we go. We got it on recording now, so it's happening.
happening.
It's happening.
It's happening.
Yeah, yeah. I suppose while we're on rides, I've kind of got my main kind of 5 questions asked every guest in every episode. Favorite ride? It can be at any park in Orlando, but go on, Ben. Do you want to get us going with favorite ride?
Yeah, like I keep changing my mind. It depends what day of the week it is. I change my mind on this. I'm going to go with. I'm thinking outside the box here. A ride that's not necessarily, I wouldn't say is a ride, but Kilimanjaro Safaris at Animal Kingdom. I just
Nice.
love it. Like,
Cool.
I just find it really. I don't know. I feel like I'm a little bit on safari, even though you see the
Yeah.
same animals every time you go round, and occasionally you might not see any animals, but I just really like that. I really enjoy that ride. I'm going to put it out there. That's my favorite ride.
That's a
You
shout.
I'll do that. Yeah.
You do it.
Yeah.
I
Well,
like it.
Mine's Mickey. Well, it's a toss up really. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, and you won't really class. You might class it as a ride, but the Skyliner. I love it. It's a ride. We're on it for
Spend the day on
hours.
the Skyliner.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, we did go
Yeah.
round a few different places on it, just getting on and off. But
Yeah.
Last time on it though, we were a couple, and I'll be like, they kept talking our way through it. I'm like, oh, I just want to relax. We're a child. I'm like, oh God, here we go.
yeah, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway
Yeah.
is your real favorite.
And I think I
would
like
say.
that more because of the cartoon that was before it.
Mm.
And we
Yeah.
always got memories of watching that cartoon in bed
Yeah.
in the morning before we were going around the parks. And then they built
Mm.
a ride using the cartoon. I'm like, oh my God, here we go. And I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Love it. Yeah. Theming's brilliant. The soundtrack will be in your head for the rest of your day.
Oh,
yeah.
constantly.
Yeah. Love it. Love it so much. I think it's brilliant. What's your favorite park then?
Oh, Hollywood Studios.
Yeah. I had a
just-
feeling you were going there. Yeah.
I don't know if you think this, but I could just live there. They need apartments that you could just buy into, and I just think it's like, especially the street that curves around towards Tower of Terror. I just love the theme.
Oh,
and feeling.
yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Is it Hollywood Boulevard? Is that
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
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 I remember when
I-
we was eating there, like somewhere, and you were like, "Oh, I could live in that apartment above one of the gift shop type things." Like, "Oh, I can see me sat there, cup of tea, looking out at everyone." You
Oh.
probably got in your own little fantasy there, didn't you?
Yeah, like I always think, if I was a billionaire, why not make my own, like Hollywood Studios? Oh, I'd do it.
Yeah.
Little
Perfect.
houses, and I'd have people living there. They'd have a hospital and coffee shops. Oh God.
Yeah, love it. I mean, it's a great shout. Like, ultimately, like you said, walking down Hollywood Boulevard and just seeing Tower of Terror at the end. I mean, it's just such a great kind of iconic
Yeah,
photo spot as much as anything, isn't it?
yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
Love it. Ben, what's your favorite part?
Well, before we went in March this year, I was like, "Oh, look, Animal Kingdom's a favorite," and then we went, and I was like, "It's really not anymore." But I think like didn't get converted, but I think for the magic of it, Magic Kingdom, I just
Yeah.
think you can't beat it. Walking down Main Street. That whole bit is what I think of when I think of like
Yeah.
happy place in Disney.
Yeah,
Walking down Main Street, the one gift shop on the left that goes like down the whole side of it that we would walk through every day. We went
Yeah.
there and see the same stuff and nothing changes.
Yeah.
But it's just that's iconic for me. So I think Magic Kingdom has become my favorite park over
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
I think just because
Yeah.
of the tradition of it. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it for me.
Yeah. Unrivaled being the most magical park.
Yeah.
I don't think there's no doubt. Like it is a special park. And to be fair, I know like I talk about this, we've got a lot of people and a lot of people say that maybe nowadays there isn't as much for everybody to do in there, like in terms of there's not loads of big attractions and stuff.
Yeah.
But nothing matches it in terms of aesthetic, the feel of it, the feel of that park.
Yeah.
Like a bit like you were saying with Hollywood Studios, you could just be in that park and probably do nothing.
Oh,
But
we
have a
did.
great day.
We did
Yeah.
think like the last time, like when we went in March, we just would go, round to, we'll pop there at 4:00, get the train all the way around the park, get a bit of popcorn, and be like, I'll pop to another park now. Just for that little bit of extra magic in a day. We're like, oh yeah, we'll just do that. Just pop there for a bit. So yeah.
I can't wait for the Villains Land to be built in there. 'Cause I think that'll just that might tip it over edge to be like the best part.
Yeah. It's certainly going to be a big move, isn't it?
Yeah,
I mean, obviously very exciting. It'd be interesting to see which villains they go for as well.
Yeah,
it's kind of like the main ones.
Yeah,
I think Ursula from Little Mermaid is going to be like right up there, isn't it? Yeah,
and Diva. Yeah, she's got to be there.
Yeah,
Hades. Please, he's got
fan favorite, 100%. Yeah, there's some big ones. There's some big ones that they can certainly put in there. It'd be interesting. I know they never really set a date on potentially when that was going to happen, did they? But I think it's kind of looking like
things saying it's going to be done by 2028 or 2030, and it's like, but I don't think they've officially said anything yet. So I'm just like, whatever.
Just gives us another reason to go back. So that's fine.
Exactly that. Unfortunately, they announced a lot at D23, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
So
we've got, especially over the next 2 or 3 years, we've got a lot coming. So it's going to keep us going back there.
Yeah, they needed it with like for Epic Universe, that announcement. They needed something to like come back with that, and I think they've definitely. Disney's always going to be better than Universal because it's got the history, it's got the magic.
Yeah,
that's something that Universal's never going to have. To me, Disney. I don't work for Disney, but I'm just like
endorsed by Disney.
Not yet, but I just think it's amazing. We always say if anyone watches Walking Dead, if we ever get like trapped somewhere with zombies, it needs to be in Disney World.
Yes,
we would just be living our best lives.
Yeah. Shut the gates.
Shut the gates.
Enough
food.
There would be,
yeah. We're gonna live off Mickey ice cream sandwiches forevermore.
Perfect.
Yeah, perfect. Moving on to the kind of next question: hidden gem or kind of most underrated rider attraction.
Get ready for this, right? I don't know if I've told you this, but
I don't know what he's going to say here. By the way, I have no idea. So
this is a hidden gem, and I keep telling people to do it. When you watch like the fireworks at Magic Kingdom, you need to watch them from the beach at the Polynesian Hotel.
You have told me, honestly, yeah.
Watching that, because it's quite secluded, it's quite private. We were just watching the fireworks, and it was like core memory, and it was for me, it was better than watching it on Main Street.
Yeah.
It was just so magical. And because you're further away, the fireworks all make sense. There's more of a shape to everything.
Yeah.
So you can really see what the story they're trying to tell. And I would just do that again and again and again. Just loved it.
Yeah. Nice.
Drop you off at the beach. That's your night. Done everything. That's fine.
Easily, please.
Yeah, you'll be a happy man. Quick route round on the Skyliner. Get over at the Polynesian. There you go. Done.
Happy days. Yeah. I think my, and this isn't a Disney, it's a Universal thing. My absolute underrated sort of hidden gem thing that probably made me the happiest on our holiday. Dudley Do Right's Ripsaw Falls. Not the actual ride, but where you can put $1 in, or you can now contactless do $1 and get people wet as they've come up, like they're in the little boat thing. They've gone down the slopes, they're soaking wet. They think, oh, that's it, I'm not getting wet anymore. Wait a minute, Ben's got his $1, and it goes right in their face. I could spend an unlimited amount of money there. He was watching me, and I was just like, literally, it's like, I don't know, a 4-year-old kid having a meet and greet with Mickey Mouse for the first time. That's what my face does. I could spend an hour there.
You were literally living your best life. I was like, okay, we've got to go now. Come on.
Yeah, that for me, if anyone's not done it, just is
Yeah.
worth a good $5, $6,
It is
$10. Like, definitely. So yeah, love it.
Oh, I love it. I mean, that's such a shout. I mean, like, I've been on the receiving end of it. and
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the panic, isn't it? The moment you see someone stood there next to it.
Yeah, it's like, oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, I know what's happening. I'm gonna get an earful of water in a minute.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, that's such a shout, genuinely. Like both of them, like brilliant, because they're so different from the norm of
Yeah,
like
that's
hidden
true.
gems being like rides and attractions,
yeah.
but to be like experiences and just kind of fun and funny stuff to do. I love
Yeah.
it. I mean, that's brilliant.
It's
Go-
kind
go
of making me
from-
laugh
go on.
thinking about it now. I'm like, oh, where can I put
I've got tears in my eyes laughing from this podcast, genuinely. Oh, I love it. Go from kind of hidden gem and most underrated. What's your most overrated rider attraction then?
Oh God.
Do we agree?
This is when you can just go for it and just
What did we say? Because I think I forgot.
Well, I very much am an advocate for Space Mountain being massively overrated.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that is mainly from a physical health point
Yeah.
of view. That was one of the rides we
Oh.
got off last time, and I was like, I can't go on it again. I feel like I've slipped a disc.
Yeah.
My knees hurt, like my neck hurts. I remember going around it this time and sort of almost being in like a brace position and just thinking I can't move because if I do, something's gonna break, snap, bruise. So
Yeah.
that for me was just, I think it's just, yeah. If I never had to go on Space Mountain again, I don't think I'd be sad about it.
Oh, I
Yeah.
just remembered mine. Oh God. It's a Small World.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, the last time we went on that, I came off and I thought, I think I'm gonna like pass out. I just-
Yeah.
the song literally was in my head for so long. I thought, am I going crazy?
I just driven you mad,
Yeah.
literally. Oh, just lost the plot now. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that would be the worst ride to have like a, like if it broke down halfway through.
Oh no.
jump.
Yeah.
I'd be fine even just
Yeah.
hanging upside down on a ride compared to that. I think like
Yeah.
I'd be upside down on the whole Cosmic at Universal
oh.
or be on It's a Small World. I'd rather be hanging upside down.
Yeah.
But who's like, oh, I love that ride. Who likes a song constantly played to her?
Oh, I'm gonna be honest.
Again.
It's a weird one because no one's ever mentioned It's a Small World, and I think no one's ever mentioned it because I think everyone's scared to say anything about it.
We'll get the backlash.
Getting cancelled.
Unsubscribe.
but you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I completely agree with you because I don't get it. I don't get like I get the nostalgia. I'll always understand nostalgia of a rider attraction being there for years.
Yeah.
I've been on it. That's enough for me.
It's time to knock it down and update it. Maybe have a few different songs in there.
Oh yeah.
Maybe get rid of the creepy children
Yeah.
and just zhuzh it up quite a lot.
But it looks really
Yeah.
good in Disneyland from the outside.
Oh yeah,
It looks
stunning.
great. And there's lots
Yeah.
I think there's like loads of good merch and stuff, and you see it on like hoodies
Yeah.
and t-shirts, and I'm like, oh, I love that. And then I see, oh, it's a Small World. I'm like, oh, I don't really want to buy that anymore.
Yeah, I don't want
But
to
yeah.
offend anyone listening, but I think some people can get a bit too precious around certain rides. Like, oh, that's
Yeah.
well done. I'm like, look, we're in his 50s now. We're not. But
I was gonna
We're
say,
we're in his 50s, 60s, 70s. Look, we need to update some rides
Yeah.
for like the younger generation. For us, they're like Peter Pan's Flight. Come on, let's update it.
Yeah.
The other week, I'm on my soapbox now. They updated it. They put like a new character in there, right? What else is there?
Yeah.
Come
What is
on.
go on, like in terms of what it does and what it is. Yeah.
Mhm.
I know what you mean. And like ultimately, it's an absolute shout. Like, and it's how you perceive a ride as well. And like we said, there's people out there and there's people listening who go, you know what, I love that.
yeah,
It's first ride I'm getting on.
yeah.
It's certainly not the first thing I'm getting on, but
No, the Bane for our no.
And that's good though. They can keep going on it because then we'll have a shorter queue on our
Yeah.
rides.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
so
yeah,
there's only-
there you go.
there's-
Love it. Keep
do you know
going
what?
on it, everyone.
It works for everyone, doesn't it?
Yes.
Like if
Yeah.
everyone just like the same 10 rides, you'd be queuing all day. But
Yeah.
that's why it's good, things like that,
Yeah.
that we just know we can just completely swerve.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Nice. Not going to lose any sleep about not going on it either.
No,
No.
definitely not.
No.
More likely to lose sleep before going on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely fair enough. And final question to kind of round the podcast off then. what is your favorite thing to do outside of the theme parks?
Outside, well, we do, like I said earlier, we like pottering, whether it's like around Celebration or going around Walmart or the outlets. Oh, I can't believe what you do. I told you. If this is still true.
The one outfit in the suitcase.
Oh, yeah. Do you still do that?
I didn't do it on my last trip. I took 3 outfits last trip. I was like, I don't want to risk it too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did it for I think 3 or 4 years in a row. One outfit, and I'm like, I have to go shopping.
Oh,
I have no excuse.
Oh.
I have to do it.
our anxiety with the roof.
Yeah, I need to know what I'm wearing for the day, and then in the evening each day, like we planned out the night before.
We've got 3 outfits planned a day to change and that, and I'm like, that's stressful. I couldn't be like going into Orlando with like nothing to wear, basically. I'm like, right, what are we doing? That's do it. You've got to steal.
Yeah, it was to be fair, it was a time when the deals were so good that I was like, I know I'm gonna buy stuff.
That's true.
So let's the reason why I did it is because I think the first time I went, I basically procrastinated for ages, going, oh, I really want to buy that, but I'm not sure I'm going to get it, and I really want to get that, but then I kind of spent days of like around not buying anything. Yeah, I was like, right, I'll just commit. I have to buy this.
That's a good idea, actually, because we do that. Like a few days into a holiday, we'll be like, oh, we'll see, I don't know, 15 Spirit jerseys, and we're like, oh, I love all of them. Yeah. And then it gets to like the 9th, 10th day, and we're like, oh, I should buy one of them. Actually, it's like, could have just bought it on day 2. We all know I was going to buy it. Yeah. We just say like, oh, we're not going to. I think like the best thing about the last holiday was that we had a car and we could just go outside of the
nice
car and just do our own bits and pieces. And I think when we go back next November, that'll be nice again, just to try some other different place and that. And I don't know, I felt like a proper American that I could drive. And as much as like the transport and stuff's fantastic to do the parks and that, it was just nice to be like, oh, we'll just pop to McDonald's one night at like 10:30 and go and do that. Or we'll go to Walmart and get a few bits. And I think that for me is something that we'll do more and more of every time now.
It gives you more freedom. Like,
exactly that. Yeah.
It opens things up where you don't have to spend out God knows how much dollars on an Uber to somewhere. Just get in car and like have a little drive and just go to places you wouldn't normally go because you didn't have a car. Potter.
And we'll definitely be going back to Celebration and
oh god,
next November I'm expecting full on Christmas magical. If the houses are not decorated like certain Christmas grottos, I'll be very disappointed.
Oh, it'll be stunning.
It'll be very, very, very sad.
Yeah. Love it. Cool. Well, that rounds off my questions. So, like, genuinely, thank you so much. Like, I have loved this.
This has been so good.
I have had tears in my eyes the entire time laughing. Like, just the image of Ben just like shooting people with water in the face, just loving it. Honestly, I just think it's been brilliant and such a fun episode. Like I justified in my like being so excited to speak to you both because you've been absolutely fabulous.
And you're so good at like presenting and everything. Like this is our first podcast. I listen to other podcasts as well, but like you're just so good. You're so like natural and down to earth and just like. You actually know what you're talking about.
Thank you. No, I really appreciate it, genuinely, because I'm an amateur. Ultimately, I'm just a guy who likes talking about Orlando. But
you don't come across those as an amateur.
Yeah, there you go. Well, hopefully I'm doing some stuff right. We're good.
You're making the waves. You're making the waves, definitely.
So this was the episode with James and Ben. Genuinely, I had such a great time recording this episode. Genuinely, they're two of the nicest people I've had the opportunity to speak to, and they absolutely epitomise what Orlando is and what this podcast is. It's just, honestly, it's just so much fun. And genuinely, when I said in the podcast that I had tears in my eyes from laughing, genuinely, like, actually, I was crying with laughter talking to these two. They're fantastic. So please do go and check out their YouTube, check out their Instagram, Life with James and Ben. I hope you've enjoyed listening, and I will speak to you all in the next one.